Hi everybody, this is RJ with something to say, and today I have too much to say. We're going to do it very quickly. We're going to hit upon things. After 65 years of radio and television across the USA, this is a great thing to come up with and see what your opinion is. Some of it is rumor, and some of it's conjecture on people that have told me what's going to happen. 65 years ago, I was an 11-year-old child, and believe it or not, I joined a radio cowboy show called The Ghost Rider on Channel 10. It was at 1622 Chestnut Street. The reason I was invited, my particular neighborhood collected the most money for the March of Dimes. So I got into the business backwards, but I was really born into it. 11 years old, I'm invited to 1622 Chestnut Street, the original studios of Channel 10. That was owned by the Evening Bulletin. They decided to move us all out to City Line Avenue to the brand new Icon building. And I'm talking about the one on City Line Avenue. That was close to my heart. When I got there, I said, oh my, I'm a little fish in a big pond. I get to meet who? John Facenda. Believe it or not, even though he went to church at my parish. And I get to see John Zachary, who was Roland, their biggest act at Channel 10. Some of the biggest stars in Philadelphia came from this Icon building at City Line Avenue. When I got the word of the rumor just a couple of days ago that they may demolish the building because they're going to bring Channel 10 down to the new Comcast tower. Now, if that should happen, it's really an injustice. That building should be historically certified, but obviously the owners, Comcast, want to make money. And if it's going to be demolished because it's only 2 stories, it can't hold a skyscraper, we know that. So most likely they'll put a skyscraper there and make it an office building. But that building, I came up with a great idea with a friend of mine, Alan, George Brewstar. We thought of something really nice that could go in there. It would be a historic landmark and a history of radio and television in Philadelphia. And it would be the first real historic spot that tells the story of television in its infancy from 1952-53. It's been there. And that's what I hope they would do. But no, they'll go where the dollars are, I'm sure. I'm pleading with Brian Roberts to reconsider, not to demolish that building. It's too beautiful. It's a landmark. I fought for the Monument Avenue sign. It got knocked down to put John Facenda Way there. I went to the city fathers and asked them to put it back up because a truck had knocked it down, and John Facenda really only claimed to fame. Most people that work at Channel 10, young kids today, don't know who John Facenda was. That's why I think Comcast should put out a little booklet, the icons that came out of that building, and they should never be forgotten. Not only John Facenda, so many others. Gene and Joan Crane, John Zachary, many, many more. How about the kiddie shows? The wonderful kiddie shows that you remember on Channel 10. Gene London, they should be preserved forever, just like public broadcasting's doing it with Mr. Rogers. We'll be back with more of Something to Say with RJ.